Hello everyone. So this may be the most comprehensive video out there to help you decide which guitar is best for you in a worship setting. So today we are going to hear from 3 different guitars, a Fender Stratocaster, a Gibson Les Paul, and a Gretsch Hollowbody. I'll be testing each guitar's pickup selection and a variety of effects, including overdrive, compression, reverb, and even chorus. Don't worry, I'll let you hear each guitar's clean tone as well. In addition, you'll get to hear how each guitar can swell through a volume pedal, and you might even hear some slide work from me, but it's going to be very basic. Sorry. Last but not least, you should know I'm going through a Vox AC15, and I'm going to mic it up with a Shure SM57. The settings are shown below. And of course, here are the effects I'm using and how they're dialed up. Now, you can pause the video to take a better look at the pedal board, but I'm going to just show you that I'm going through my Boss TU2 tuner, then going to the JHS Morning Glory, Visual Sound Route 66 compression and overdrive, Exotic Effects AC booster, Throne Room pedals, Atom Blaster, which is a lead boost, an Ernie Ball VP Jr. volume pedal, Visual Sound dual tap delay. It also controls the Boss DD5, Mr. Black Eterna reverb, and a friend was able to loan me this one for today. It's a TC Electronic Afterglow chorus. Before we begin, there's one final thing I should note. Don't get bogged down with the black hole that is the guitar gear universe. There will always be more stuff out there, but it takes time and a lot of hard work and a lot of patience to build your setup. So take your time, be patient, and have fun. Now let's take a look at the guitars themselves before we begin. For starters, we'll begin with the Strat. Now this is obviously a Squire, but I'm using this today because it was the first guitar I started with. And I know a lot of other people start out with this too, or at least at this price point. When I got it many years ago, the Strat was about $99, and it came with a Fender 15G amp. I still have it to this day. This Strat has all the stock single coil pickups and the hardware it came with. Now, the only thing that has changed was the input jack. The original one wore out. For those wondering, this guitar is almost 15 years old and is wearing standard gauge strings, or 9s. Next up, the Gibson Les Paul. Now, I got my Les Paul in 2009, so it's a little newer than the Strat. I remember seeing ads for this model, the Raw Power, and at the time, I knew I wanted to upgrade from the Strat, but it cost just under $1,000, and now it's a discontinued model. Unlike most Les Pauls, it has a maple neck, but everything else is the same compared to a basic studio model. I had to change the pickup selector switch about 3 years into it, but haven't had any issues since. I've recently been recording metal with a friend of mine, so the strings are skinny top, heavy bottom from Ernie Ball. Last but not least, this Gretsch is a 3155 Historic Series model. It comes with a Bigsby and standard hardware as well. It's surprisingly light, and like the Strat, is using 9s for strings. The fretboard inlays are subtle, but it plays off the no-nonsense volume and tone knobs near the pickguard. This belonged to another friend of mine before he upgraded a few years ago and sold it to me. Just like the Les Paul, this is a discontinued model, but can be equated to a base model Electromatic these days. Alright guys, so let's get started. We're going to begin with the Strat, and for those of you who are wondering, I'm using a heavy Fender pick. You can use, honestly, whatever pick you want, but for the purposes of our test today, we're going to use a heavy one for each guitar. All right, so here's the clean tone from the bridge pickup on the Strat. Here's the clean tone on the Les Paul bridge pickup. And last but not least, here's the clean tone bridge pickup on the Gretsch. So next I'll play some overdrive chords. For now, I'm going to start with the JHS. And this is the bridge pickup again on the Strat. Bridge pickup on the Les Paul with the JHS Morning Glory. And finally, the Gretsch with the JHS Morning Glory. Okay, so next we're going to do a little bit more overdrive. I'll turn on the compressor as well on the Route 66. And we're still stick on the bridge pickup for the guitars. Same thing for the Les Paul. Turning on the AC booster and the compressor. And the Gretsch. And instead of power chords, we're going to do some blues riffs here. I'm going to switch to the neck pickup now on the Strat. And I'll still have the JHS Morning Glory and the Zonic Effects AC booster on. I'll keep the compressor on as well. I might turn on the chorus once in a while just to hear some different tones. So that was the neck pickup. All right, neck and middle. Now this is just the middle. Middle and bridge. Finally, the bridge. Going back to the neck pickup. Going to the bridge again. Here's the Les Paul. No chorus, just overdrive. This is the neck pickup. Both pickups. And the bridge. Awesome. We'll try on some chorus. Going back to the neck pickup. All right, and here is the bridge pickup with all distortions on, little blues for the Gretsch. Both pickups. And the neck pickup. With some chorus on it. Here's the bridge pickup with the chorus. All right, so right now I'm going to play a riff that a lot of guitarists know, especially if you're from the CCM community. This is the intro to Hosanna by Hillsong United. Just the compressor, the Morning Glory. The DD5 has a dotted eighth delay on it. And I'm actually going to turn the reverb down just a little bit. So I have my mix around, I would say, 7 o'clock. And the decay probably just above 9. No shimmer on. Let's see how that sounds. I'm going to try to tap it in from memory. This is going to be on the neck pickup. Sounds pretty good. All right, let's see the Les Paul. Neck pickup. Kind of a smoother sound there. Here's the Gretsch. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to try another riff. This is going to be You Won't Relent by Jesus Culture, and this is the intro for that song. I'm still going to use the neck pickup for this, but I'm going to turn off the dotted eighth, and I'll probably use a small, subtle quarter note delay with the dual tap, and I'll turn up the reverb a little bit. All right, here is You Won't Relent by Jesus Culture on the Strat. Sounds pretty good. All right, here's the Les Paul. I'll do that one more time. All right, let's do the Gretsch. Gotta have a little bit of whammy in there. Okay. All right, guys, so we're going to do some swells right now. And for that, on the Strat, I'm actually going to turn on the DD5 for the dotted eighth delay again. I'll actually put up the decay on the reverb as well. And I'll adjust a few other things. I really cranked up the repeats on the dual tap. And just remember, the dual tap is actually controlling the DD5. and it also has a quarter note delay. So keeping the Morning Glory on and the compressor, this is what a swell would sound like. I'm going to play a C chord here. Turn the compressor off, just a little difference here. All right, now I'll turn the bridge pickup on just to have a little difference. Also go to the C chord again for reference as well. Same settings for the Les Paul. This is the neck pickup. Everything's at 10, just so you know. Here's the C chord. Oh, you know what? Let's turn on the compressor. Both pickups. And the bridge pickup. And without the compressor, still on the bridge. All right. With the Gretsch, I'm going to avoid using the Bigsby unless I'm going to do a little experimentation at the end so that you can get a bass line for all the guitars. Here's the C chord again. We're at the neck pickup with the compressor on. All right, let's try both pickups. And the bridge. Stay on the bridge pickup without the compressor. And just for fun, we'll use the Bigsby now. Notice I'm using it very, very slowly and very small. I'm not shaking it very violently or anything like that. With the swell, you want to be very gradual. Last but not least, I thought I'd show you some of my preferred settings for these guitars. So for the Strat, I'm actually going to put the volume at 10, tone knobs at 10 as well. I'm going to go to the neck pickup with this. I really love the blues sound the Strat gives. Unfortunately, the Les Paul doesn't offer that. I guess you could say twanginess. It's almost like a Telecaster sound. Stratocaster can really give that to you if that's what you're looking for. Okay, this is with the reverb down just a little bit. I have no delay on. I'll keep the compressor and the Morning Glory on though. All right, if I'm playing chords and I really just want to might turn on the AC booster too. Just like that sound, especially if you're soloing. Really like that. All right, guys, so this is some of my preferred settings on the Les Paul. I really like to play the Les Paul with the bridge pickup and everything else at 10, except if I'm going to play with both pickups. Sometimes I like to roll off the neck pickup to about 8. That, for some reason, just gives me a little bit of a snappier tone. I kind of like that. For example, here is both pickups with the neck pickup rolled off just by a hair. I just really like that sound, especially if you're playing open chords like that. This is with the bridge pickup. If you wanted a beefier tone, like this chorus and overdrive combo. Without the AC booster. I like having the dotted eighth delay on the Les Paul as well, with a hint of reverb. All right, guys, so here are my preferred settings for the Gretsch. I like to keep the reverb on just a little bit. I also like to keep the Morning Glory on a lot as well. You'll notice, like, with the clean tone, just sounded a little thin. So I'll give you that clean again for reference. And with Morning Glory and compressor on. I really like some of the tones I'm getting recently with the neck pickup and some of that reverb. I turn up the decay just a tad. Here's some down and eighth delay with that. You can make it really spacey. Let's turn up the reverb in the mix just a little bit. Same chords. And no shimmer on that reverb, just so you know. It does sound like it's there, but not really. All right, guys, if I were to slide with any of these guitars, I probably would choose the neck pickup. Make sure your volume is at 10. You can play around with the tone knob. Some people like to have a softer attack, especially if you're trying to swell and slide, especially in a worship application. So for the Strat, I would keep the decay on the reverb fairly high. The mix, you can go around 11 o'clock, kind of where it's at right now. Have some delay on. I would actually put both delays on, put the repeats up, and the effect level a little low so that it's not slapping back and forth against each other so much. It should just kind of lay low in the mix if that's what you're going for. Kind of like a spacey slide, I guess is what I'm going for. I'm in the key of D. So I'm swelling that attack off. This is if I didn't do that. I'm going to roll the tone off as well. So I won't swell with the volume pedal this time. Very sensitive. All right, let's hear the Les Paul. I told you I'm not that good with the slide. This is with the pick and not swelling on the pedal. Again, slide is one of my fortes. Music joke. All right, here is the Gretsch. All right, for the Gretsch, I know that picture of the pedal board isn't there, so I apologize for that, but we're doing the same thing that we used for the Strat and the Les Paul. We're swelling for the first few slides, and then I'll tell you when I'm going to not swell. Okay, and then this is without the volume pedal swelling. A little better than the Gibson, I'd have to say. So that being said, everyone, every guitar has its own sound, and every guitar can bring a certain flavor to the band that you're working with. So you have to decide what is best for you, what is best for your band, and really what's best overall in the long run. If you prefer a bluesy sound, but it's not going to work for your band, you may have to rethink your options. I personally like the Les Paul. It was certainly a step up when I got it, but I really like playing with the Gretsch as well, especially in a worship application. So I'll leave it to you. which guitar sounded best today, or which guitar helps you the best in your application. Leave a comment below. Make sure that you like this video, and if this video blessed you, subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. Thank you. Take care, and God bless.